Hi, my name is Kisha, and this is my legacy.
Took a brave girl to try.
In this video, I want to touch on a subject that, in telling my story and hearing others tell their story, I've been inspired to share my own experience, another experience where I was taken advantage of as a child. I may be sweating in this video due to the fact that I am extremely nervous to tell this story, not because of the individual or not because of who I know may know them or anything like that. It's more so because this is like my first time sharing this experience out loud. And I know from speaking about my experience and my trauma and the sexual abuse from my stepfather that once it's out, it is so freeing because I'm not afraid of judgment. I'm not afraid if people don't understand. I'm afraid of what it is I'm keeping myself from by not addressing it. So, let's get started. I was around the age of 10 to 11 years old. The secret in regards to what my stepfather was doing to me, in regards to him sexually abusing me, had not gotten out. So I was still dealing with that at home. So the individual was a peer to a certain extent. Like I've mentioned in my previous videos, I don't have a relationship with my birth father. Any family tied to him, for years, we had no link or idea who they were at all. Until we met this family, and what we learned from interacting with them was that we had a tie together. We had a connection in our families to where our birth father and their family were intertwined. Okay? I don't want to give out too many details because it's going to make it completely obvious. And I just really don't want that to be the focal point of what I'm doing. So anyway, you can say this person was a relative of a relative. Not blood related, but related. Catch what I'm saying here? He was older than me. I was a very shy little girl, extremely shy. So me telling him that I was crushing on him or anything like that was off the table. Like, that's something I would have never did. So in my own little world, in my own little mind, it's like, you would daydream about a guy you liked. And it was innocent. There really wasn't nothing much to it. So due to him being older than me, it's not like we hung out a lot. I would hang out with the younger cousins from time to time. I was a tomboy. And so I would be around a lot of the boys. I had brothers. Like, who else am I going to relate to, right? One day, one day, for whatever reason or somehow, me and him ended up being alone. And for me to have liked him in a little schoolgirl crush kind of way, it was if, like, wow,
he wants to spend time with me. Wow, like, I must be somebody, like, cool,
So we're not really even hanging out. We're taking a walk. And where we used to live, there were pathways in the woods, man-made trails, should you say? And, us kids, to get from one part of where we live to another part, we take the woods. Like, instead of walking the street, things like that, it was just easier to just go through the woods. Us kids would go through there and things like that. Like, you would see like older people and teenagers having intimate interactions in those woods. I do not remember anything that we talked about. Nothing. On the way to these woods. Now I'm thinking, because the woods is near where they live, that we were going to meet up with like my brothers or the other male cousins, you know, to meet back up with family. I was so wrong. So we're walking through the woods and I'm following him. I'm just trailing on behind. Like, I'm just so excited. Like, you know, he's hanging out with me. This is awesome, you know, until we stop. We stop. There's nobody there. It's light outside. I'm not really quite sure what's happening. And then he makes me get on my knees. And I still don't know what's going on. In my abuse with my stepfather, I was never subjected to oral sex with my stepfather. So that part of sex I was not familiar with. I had not experienced. So when he placed me on my knees outside, what are we doing? Like, am I looking for some rocks? Like, what's happening? And then he proceeded to zip down his zipper. Again, still not knowing what's going on. Until he motions me to perform oral sex. Now, while this is happening, there's so many thoughts going through my mind. Like, is this right? I don't like this. This isn't what I meant when I said I liked him. Like, what's happening? When he finished, I could just remember having the most disgusting taste in my mouth. And when he was finished, I completely ran. I got out of there. I got out of those woods. I ran and I ran. I would never want to hang out with him ever again. Never. I did not like him. I didn't want him to even look at me. Because I knew what was happening was wrong, because I've liked other boys and this never happened. I don't even know what happened. I just know his penis was in my mouth. And I didn't want that. Now, he was older than me. Probably about maybe 4 years, 5 years older than me. So his experience in that area of things was a pretty, you know, a little more advanced than me, you know. So as I became an adult, I started to see and understand how I was taken advantage of again. And my voice may be trembling because I'm truly surprised that I'm even getting this out. These words have never left my lips, let alone to a camera to be posted online. But I'm sharing this as a testament to that getting it off of me, it's no longer weighing me. I hope me sharing this can help it get off of you as well. If you've endured something similar, and feel as if like, how can you have let that happen? I've been there. I've been there. I've been there. Did I tell anyone? No. I didn't tell anyone because I felt as if I asked for it. as if I deserved it because I liked him. And because I liked him, he made me do what he liked. So unlike my stepfather, I will not be getting justice for this. And I'm okay with that. Because me doing my inner work, I won't be held prisoner to this either. It's like I'm taking a layer off each time. And yes, it hurts. It hurts. This is not easy. But it gets better. And I'm going to get better.